Yes, sir. On the first day of Christmas, free agency gave to me. Dan Quinn and the on the second day of Christmas, Anna Peters gave to me. It's like, nah. What it is. Yo, it's your boy Mongo, Big Dog Command Room. What it is, first and foremost, all glory to God. God is still in control. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of your circumstances, keep your head up, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, everything's gonna be good. Second thing, like, comment, subscribe. I know you only watched the first 30 seconds of my video, so I'm gonna tell you now, just subscribe. It don't hurt, it's free. All you gotta do is just press the button and say SUBSCRIPE. Had to spell it right so you can follow. So yeah, please do that. You know what I'm saying? And if you subscribe, you know what I'm saying, just comment I subscribe, you know what I'm saying, so I can have your name and I can shout you out. You know, because who doesn't want to shout out? And you know what I'm saying, it's completely normal. Just help a brother out. You know, I would follow you or subscribe to you if you need it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Oh yeah, and before I get started, I want to give a shout out again to Low G 380. That's LOWEG 380. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for being, I think, my 52nd subscriber. I don't know. I think he was a 52nd, and then somebody was 53. But help me get to 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 50, 75, 100. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, help me on that, and we'll get into it. Today is the first day of the tampering period before free agency. Free agency is the 13th of this month, March. And today was the first day, and you know, the Commanders did not sit on their hands, and you know, did not stay by the wayside. They jumped right in. You know what I'm saying? Just like every other teams. Like, I feel like a lot of teams had some good signings and stuff like that. There was a few that was kind of like, you know, they were making them some moves and stuff like that, pretty solid. But for the most part, everybody's been kind of evenly like doing some great signings. You know, of course, everybody gonna try to hype up the Giants because they got Brian Burns. That was surprising to me, but they done that before with Darren Waller and you know, other players. They just gonna have to show me. I'm still not scared of the Giants. Like, you know what I'm saying, and it is what it is. And I'm trying to think of the others. I'm surprised by the Vikings, and I'm surprised by Kirk Cousins going to Atlanta. That man just be collecting checks, like, you know what I'm saying, just rack them up, put it in the bag, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, this is not a league-wide free agency. I just was kind of just thinking about some stuff off the top of the head. But our guys, you know what I'm saying, we came in with a lot of needs, and already on the first day we filled quite a few of them, like, you know, in the first day of this, you know what I'm saying. Within an hour or so of us, you know, the tampering period starting at 12 noon, we ended up getting Dorrance Armstrong, you know what I'm saying, from the Cowboys. Of course, everybody's going to be like, you know, oh, we keep getting Cowboy players, why do what, you know, but like, you know, every coach, when they start somewhere, they always bring in a couple guys from where they came from because they're familiar and they know the system and they trust their leadership and their abilities and stuff like that. But I really think this is a very strong signing, like a very strong signing. You know, I looked at a few of his highlights. I don't look at game film and stuff. I just looked at some highlights and stuff like that. And he seems like he has a very strong motor. He doesn't have any crazy pass rush moves. It's really a lot of bull rush and him just consistently just not stopping. Like, he doesn't, like, you know, just give up on the play. Like, he's always trying to get toward the ball. It's like consistent, like, you know what I'm saying, and that's what helps him run. And because the way their defense is, you know, they send a lot of things like they cause the offense to overcompensate for, say Marco Parsons is over here and Dorrance Armstrong is over here, like, you know what I'm saying. It causes the way they set it up for other players to make plays as well. So the offense may overcompensate to try to get protect the quarterback from Michael Parsons, and Dorance Armstrong end up running into a sack. You know what I'm saying? Or just in general, Dorance Armstrong, the pass rush, the coverage is so good on the outside. Dorance Armstrong is just like constantly trying to get toward the quarterback, and eventually he runs into a sack because the pocket's closing down and the quarterback's trying to get out, and he runs into him. He's a very versatile player. He plays on the outside as an edge, and he can play D tackle as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how Dan Quinn utilizes him, Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen on the line. If you remember and watch the 2021 season when Taylor Heinicke was the starter for most of the season. I think that was that year. Yeah, the 2021 season, Taylor Heinicke was the guy for most of the season. Yeah. Yeah. He Taylor Heinicke. We were playing the Cowboys, and if y'all remember, that was the stretch when we played like the Cowboys, Eagles, Giants, or something like that. It was just crazy. Like we played 5 division games back to back. And so this is the first game when we played them at home, and they were just going crazy on us in the first half. And by this point, I forget who knocks Taylor Heinicke out. But at this point, Taylor Heinicke gets sacked so bad, he ends up getting knocked out of the game, and Dorance Armstrong picks up the fumble because he fumbles and runs it in for a scoop and score touchdown, for the defense. And that was kind of how it was for that game. The Cowboys' offense wasn't really going crazy on us. It was their defense just going crazy and just running it up. And it was just, we were so crushed, from a morale standpoint, you know what I'm saying, that we couldn't even come back. Well, we ended up almost coming back if DeAndre Carter would have caught that pass. And y'all seen, I know some of y'all seen Dak Prescott's face when it looked like we was about to come back. He was like, they would have been destroyed if we would have came back. So I wish that would have happened, but now he's on our side. He's a good guy now. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know. It's like when Vegeta decided he wanted to become part of the good Saiyan group. You know what I'm saying? With Goku, Goku and him became allies. I don't know. Sorry, but yeah, man. He's a good player. I'm really excited about him. I feel like it's a very slept-on signing. From a standpoint of we may get a lot more out of him than we expect. You know what I'm saying? And we may not. We could be underwhelmed by this. You know what I'm saying? All I say is don't get too high on the highs, don't get too low on the lows, don't get overhyped. But I think he can be really good for us, you know what I'm saying? Especially, I'm excited to see the rest of the pieces that we bring in. But I like the guy, you know what I'm saying? The motor is there. Good run stopper, really good run stopper. And good edge setter. And, you know what I'm saying? Can get to the quarterback, just by his sheer will, you know what I'm saying? Very strong guy too, long arms, everything. Dang, I forgot what I was about to say. It's just it's gonna be interesting to see how he does. But I think he can be successful in this defense. And with him, I look at NFL Network to see who the signers are. I'm going in between that and ESPN, and I forgot the guy's name. Greg Rosenthal, I want to say. He has a top 101 free agents, and Dorance Armstrong was number 26 on that list. So you already got somebody in the top 50. I'm sorry. Said that wrong. Dorance is number 60 something, I want to say. I have to look at it again, but he's in the top 100. So we ended up signing 3 guys in the top 100 of that. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't really say much, but it's still, if you want to find some kind of metric, like, you know what I'm saying? I told you I'm not no news guy, I'm not no PFF guy, but that's something I noticed. If you want to find some metric, then that's something to look at, and the thing they quick write up on him was just saying he's the best kind of third or fourth edge rusher. Like, he's overqualified to be that. They had him basically saying that he was like the third and fourth rotational piece on the Cowboys defense as an edge rusher, and he was overqualified to do that, meaning that he should be a starter somewhere. So, let's see how he does in this expanded role. More than likely, the money they were paying him, he should be starting, on our team. And it's not too crazy money, like, what I'm saying? It's not high end, like $30 million like Brian Burns just got, but it's half of that literally. And it's gonna be interesting to see how he does. I'm excited to see it. So I think I said everything I needed to say about him. If I'll get back to it if I remember. So that was pretty impressive. Then the next Cowboy that we ended up bringing in is Tyler Biadasz, whatever. I like the signing. He wasn't in the top 100, you know what I'm saying? But still, like, from what I've been seeing, he's one of the top centers just in general in the league. Still a young guy, age 26. Kind of bigger than Nick Gates. But something that people complain about is his play strength. Like, they worry about his play strength. But they said as he's still young, and as he continues to play in the league, he's getting used to more like the play strength of the level of play strength that he needs to be at, going against defenders and stuff like that. But for what I see, he's an elite edge, elite run blocker, you know what I'm saying? And I watched the video, let me see, because I want to shout him out because he did a great breakdown. I already liked, I really liked his breakdown of everything that Biadasz does. This guy, Dallas Cowboys Network, shout out to you. He did a good job of breaking down how Taylor Biadasz, does very nuanced things to help the run game improve and be better. And I don't watch the Cowboys consistently, like, outside of the games we play, you know what I'm saying? And if I do watch them, I want them to lose, so it's like I don't really look at the good in them and stuff. But for what I'm seeing, they're coached up very well on the offensive line. Like, their offensive line is coached up very well, and it's just subtle things like helping with a block here and then sealing off a run. Getting to the next level in a good space. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just pulling. The athleticism. He's very athletic to be able to get out in space and block and stuff like that, and making sure he gets on his guy. He looks good. I don't think it's a terrible signing. I think it's a good placeholder. I think we had him for 3 years. One thing I did notice, with a lot of these deals, a lot of them are 3-year, 2-year, 1 year. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot of 4-year deals I've seen. Very rare to see some 4-year deals. And then, if it's a team re-signing the player or getting a player like big money, then it's like a 5-year deal maybe, or 4 years. So that's interesting too. But I've never seen so many 3-year deals until this time around. But I really like Tyler, whatever. I'm sorry, Tyler. It's gonna be interesting to see how he does with pass blocking. But from what I've seen, I think from Law, he hasn't allowed a sack. I think at least this season. I don't know if it's like consecutive seasons or it's like he hasn't allowed a sack in the last 19 games or something like that. I don't know. Let me see. Because I think it's still. He had 0 sacks. He hasn't had a sack in the 0 sacks allowed in the last 2 years. You know, he was a Pro Bowler last year, the year before, this past season, and you know that's great. We done picked up a Pro Bowl center, and he was a semifinalist for the I think the Outland Award. Let me see. I don't know where I saw it. Yeah, I think it's the Outland Award. It's like the top top interior offensive lineman award. He was a semifinalist for it, but he didn't win it. But I mean, even then, being in those conversations, him being from Wisconsin, well, you know, Wisconsin is known for, like, you know, having good offensive linemen, especially interior offensive linemen. You know, and centers, like, we might have us a guy, we might have us a stud for a couple of years until we find that real dude that's our franchise center. You know, and very well may be our franchise center, but you know, like Lou T was talking about, and I believe John Com and them. It's a reason why they allow these guys to go to free agency. So if they really wanted him back, then they would have, like, you know, brought him back, especially if he's a starter. In Dorrance Armstrong's case, it's like, you know, he's kind of a rotational piece, so it's possible for them to let him go. Kind of like a Tim Settle type thing. It's like, yes, we love Tim Settle, but are we going to keep him, like, you know, when we have all this other depth? You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those situations. But this situation is like, you know, maybe they feel like they have a better option, and, like, you know, it's just like, yeah, you're good, but we can find better, or we're not gonna pay you more, you know, for the level of play. We're looking for a better level of play. I don't know, speculation, but all it is a wait and see. But I feel like it's a solid sign. You know what I'm saying? He went to a Pro Bowl, so he must be doing something right. So we'll see. Next one, the one that kind of got me excited, happy about the signing. Love a good underdog story. And just, like, you know, like a ethnic, you know, cultural guy, you know, and in Frankie Louvu, this is guy more than likely going to be taking over our mic position. Kind of a good voice in the locker room, like, you know, leader, like, you know what I'm saying, explosive guy, just kind of all around, you know. Go look at his highlights. That's what I say. Like, you know, he gets turnovers, he gets to the ball, good run stopper, good in coverage, just all good all around linebacker, good energy, and I think a good guy that can pair up with Jamie Davis. Help them be the Thunder Brothers. You know what I'm saying? That's my name for them now. Like, you know, hopefully they can earn that name. I want to call them the Thunder Brothers. I don't know. Just bring the thump. That. You know what I'm saying? I like the guy. Went undrafted, you know, and then worked his way to becoming a starter and a name. Like, you know, now this guy was number 26 in the 101 top free agents of the NFL by Greg Rosenthal, you know, and they're just like, he's led in the past 2 years. He's led the league, and who is this guy? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you ever watch a game, you be like, who is that? That's how we used to be with Cam Curl when he first started stepping on the scene and making all these tackles. Like, who is that? You know, he's one of those guys, you know. So we got us one of those. We got us a linebacker. We got two guys that can do really good in run stopping, in Dorrance Armstrong and Frankie Louvu. Excited to see how he comes in. You know, there's a play, like, you know, that you probably will see. They're playing the Cardinals. You know, he's dropping back in coverage, kind of just like, you know, in his zone, and he notices the crosser, and he's still reading, you know, Kyler Murray's eyes. He breaks on the crosser that's come crossing his face, which is what he's supposed to do, like, you know what I'm saying, as a linebacker, and he comes and undercuts it. There's a smooth little juke outside, and then runs and goes get a pick six. You know what I'm saying? Nice play by him. a couple plays like he's playing the Saints and he rakes the ball out. You know, the lawnmower gets a fumble, forces a fumble. Um, just everywhere, bro. Like, you know, hitting people, just high energy, what we need. And I feel like this is a perfect guy for it. Like, you know, Dan Quinn to utilize. Because just looking back, just don't want to compare, you know, him to the Cowboys to where he's at now. But, you know, the Cowboys never really had that 1-2 punch that they wanted to have in Dallas, you know, with Michael Parsons. Like, you know, I mean, yeah, he had Vander Esch, and Vander Esch is a great linebacker, but he could never stay healthy. And, you know, Overshawn got injured. Jabril Cox, like, was with us, you know, after being cut or waived. Like, you know, they never really had that guy. So maybe we could find that here, you know, having Jamin Davis in a space where he can be that kind of Michael Parsons, like all over the place guy, and the same with Louisville. Like, you got two guys that can be very versatile. Like, you know what I'm saying, with Louisville kind of being better in coverage and stuff. Like, I mean, Jamin's good at coverage too. You know, it's just the confidence in the football IQ just needs to be there. So hopefully he can help him elevate that. We got Ken Norton Jr. in there to help lead both these guys elevate their game, and you got a whole slew of football knowledge there defensive football knowledge there to help them elevate their game as well. So that's exciting. I can't wait to see how he does. It's one of the guys that I was looking at. Of course, it'd be cool to have Patrick Queen, but he's gonna probably be really expensive, and he's probably gonna wait it out to see the landscape, and he's gonna get the right deal that he wants. All the other guys like kind of got picked up already, and that's pretty much that. I would love for us to bring in another linebacker, maybe like another depth piece. You know, I like the Aziz Al-Shire, but you know, he went to the Texans. We wasn't gonna get him. I forgot the other guy, but yeah. So I like the signing, and I want us to get one more linebacker, like a depth guy, you know, and then draft another one probably in the draft, you know. But for right now, I'm satisfied that we actually got a stud linebacker. Like, I'm excited about that. So down to the last one, we got 2 on defense and we got 2 on offense. You know, Dorrance Armstrong, Tyler Biotis, and Frankie Louvu, and finally Austin Eckler. Last but not least, Austin Eckler. This is it's exciting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel the same way about Zach Ertz. Like, if this was a few years ago, maybe, because both of them are coming off injuries, and so I feel some type of way, like, you know, about it. You know, shout out to Ed Oliver. He's been on top of all the reports today. Shout out to Pedro and Rico and of course Lou. All of them being on top of all these signings today. Y'all did your thing. But I was watching Ed, and he was saying that, like, some of the fans are just like, if this was like 3 years ago, this would have been perfect. And yeah, I think so. But I don't think Austin Eckler is washed. I just feel like, you know, he just was injured. Like, it's tough to be a running back and having an ankle injury and trying to push off and stuff like that. It's tough, especially, like, we make our bread and butter with our feet, with our legs, like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, when they're not right, then, you know, it's tough. Unless you're, you know, really rehabbing it, or you got 20 ankle braces on your leg, then, you know, there's not much you can do. So hopefully we're getting a good version of him. When he was with Anthony Lynn, he was at the top of his game, so hopefully we can revive that. And now he doesn't have to have so much of a load management on him, you know, because we have Brian Robinson be the main running back. And Brian Robinson is just as versatile. He can catch the ball in the backfield and all that stuff too. So we don't have to truly put all our, you know, eggs in one basket with Austin Eckler, you know, and he can be good. Hopefully he comes back healthy and he can ball out for us. I didn't really care for us to get him. I want us to get running back in the draft. I want us to get Marshawn Lloyd. Look at his highlights. Like I'm saying, Marshawn Lloyd or Tyler Tracy or something like that for Purdue. Either one of those guys. But we'll see. We still should draft one, but it is what it is. This is a good signing. I feel like this is a great solid first day for us compared to the past years. You know, we got all the guys. We got them. They're kind of like I would say mid-tier to high, like, you know, high mid guys. You know what I'm saying? They're not the elite level guys, but they're good where we can really do some stuff with them with great coaching and stuff like that, and the nucleus around. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, very solid first day. And the best thing about it is, like, all of these guys didn't really cost that much money. Like, you know what I'm saying? We still probably have a good $50,000 to $60,000. I don't know who you about to sign with $50,000 to $60,000. Like $50 to $60 million to sign some other guys. Maybe bring back a Curtis Samuel. Maybe re-sign Cam Curl or get a Jeremy Chin, or, you know, get whoever. You know what I'm saying? Maybe get another edge. We got to get a tackle. We need another guard. You know, who knows? But yeah, man. What, 15 for Dorrance, about 10 for Tyler, about 12, 13 for 12 for Frankie Louvu, and like $5 million. I mean, I'm talking about cap hits for this year. About $5 million for Austin Eckler. Like, altogether, what's that? Probably $40 million altogether, if that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty good. Like, you know, and to still have some cap space left over, and we didn't break the bank and just be like, oh, I can't believe we spent. Like, you know, it's good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm impressed. This is a good start for Adams Peters and the guys, and I'm excited to see what happens. Like I said, I would like to see us probably try to get another edge rusher. Maybe like a low-key, like depth piece. Maybe bring back a guy that we already had on the team. Maybe another depth linebacker, quality depth linebacker that could possibly be a borderline starter. A cornerback and a safety for the defensive side. And then on the offensive side, we need a left guard. We need two tackles, or at least one tackle. I'm talking about free agency. We need at least one tackle, and I would maybe get a tight end, but mainly guard, tackle, and a wide receiver. Like, you know, maybe bring back Curtis Samuel, maybe sign Curtis Samuel and another wide receiver, and then that'd be it. But yeah, good first day. I'm excited to see what happens. Can't wait for day 2. I might go to sleep right now so I can wake up and it be the next day. You know what I'm saying? But nah. That's it though. You know, nothing much. Y'all keep doing your thing. I'm proud of y'all, cause any other year, like, I'll be frustrated. We got all these good toys out here, and we just keep getting this old, you know, Sport Spoonie or whatever his name is. If you ever watched Toy Story 4 or whatever, I don't know which one it was, but the girl made a toy sport, like, you know, that's Ron Rivera. Like, he just like, don't you want this toy sport? And this, don't you want a new dad? And yeah, Adam Peters is like, don't you want a new dad? And Jim Ron was like, no, I like Sporky. And I'm sorry, that was, I don't know, I'm tired, I guess, but yeah, man, like, you know, we're getting some shiny new toys. You know what I'm saying? The best of the best. Or at least some of the best. Like the shelf, not top shelf, but the shelf right under it. You know what I'm saying? And we making some moves. Like, you know, building a solid roster that we can win with. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy about it. Can't wait to see what else is new and in store. It's your boy Mambo. Like, comment, subscribe. Where are you, 54? I'm looking at you. 54, I know you're watching this and you know you want to subscribe. 54 and 55, 56 and 57, all the way to 75, all the way to 100. Let's get to these 100 subscribers. Help me get to 100 so I get a story to you. I know you waiting for that. You know what I'm saying? But it's your boy Mambo, the Big Dog Command Room. Till next time, peace, love, and hair grease.